it's Jaden. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope y'all are having a great day and that you're staying safe during this coronavirus. But anyways, today I wanted to hop on here and just share my testimony with you guys and share with you some of the things that I've been through in my life that Jesus has really helped me through. I hope that this video can encourage you guys to share your testimony or maybe even help you if you're going through something that's similar to what I have been through. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so whenever I was in first grade, my parents got divorced and I moved in with my grandma. And during this time, my dad would come and visit us, he'd take us to church on Sunday, maybe take us out to lunch, just do fun things with us. But my mom was like the opposite of that. She wouldn't call us, she would leave for months at a time and not even talk to us, we would hear nothing. And so whenever she did show up, I really didn't want to have anything to do with her at all. And so I would hide in my grandma's closet when she came to visit us or pick us up. And I would tell her just be like, she's not here, like she went to her Aunt Mary's house or she went somewhere else, like to a friend's house or something. But, it was just, I really didn't understand because I was a little kid and it was just a hard thing for me to do. So I had a lot of anger towards my mom. And so because of this, I began to become really closed off and insecure, and I wondered if people liked me. I wondered, if I was even worth it, And so it was just the way that she treated me, and being abandoned from her kind of just took a large toll in my life, and it was just hard for me as a kid. But anyways, so fast forward a few years, I moved in with my dad and my stepmom, and the beginning was kind of rough because I took all of the hard feelings that I had for my mom out on my stepmom. But what I didn't see at the time was that God was using my stepmom to be the mother figure that my mom could not be. And my stepmom didn't deserve to be treated the way that I had treated her. And I didn't need to be sticking up for my mom because she did not deserve it. But anyways, but today we have a really good relationship. We talk about things and it's just really good. I think that God knew exactly what I needed in this situation and really helped me with a lot of things that I was dealing with. But anyways, so the summer before 8th grade, I started dealing with anxiety a lot. I would worry about because I was homeschooled 7th grade, and so I didn't really have that big jump to middle school like everyone else did. So it was even more crazy. So I started worrying about what my friends would think of me that hadn't seen me in a year, or if I would do good in school, just a lot of things. And whenever I went to school, I would be shaking and just really, really worried. And the only thing I could focus on was everything that could go wrong. And I would even be not be able to sleep at night, at all. And some nights I wouldn't sleep at all. And some nights I would get fall asleep at 2 o'clock in the morning crying. And it was just a really rough time. And I began to notice that was not really healthy for me because I started losing a lot of weight because I wasn't eating a lot because I was so focused on school and just everything else so I started to exercise and take St. John's wort, but those things are good, don't get me wrong, but I avoided praying and talking to Jesus because I was so burnt out on praying. I felt like God wasn't listening to me. And I just kept questioning God, why did he do this? Why do I have to go through this? I'm a good kid. I don't deserve this kind of thing. And I was really, really mad at God. But I would listen to Christian music, and put inspiring quotes up on my whiteboard. But I really just avoided praying to Jesus. But that was really the thing that I needed the most. And so whenever I finally got really, really tired of just hating life and hating, or not really even caring about anything at all, I started to pray and read my Bible more. And though it wasn't a quick thing, it didn't just happen overnight, it did really change whenever I started doing that. What I realized was, one second, that I had tried filling the spot of God with other things and just trying to replace what he had what he can do for me with other things, which was never going to work for me. And so I just think that because I talked to Jesus and like really started growing my relationship with him, I was able to overcome not completely, but overcome my anxiety, and to start being able to sleep at night, and to start being able to be more confident and stuff like that. I think that Jesus can help each and every one of you guys like he helped me. And I just want to share some quick verses with you guys that I wrote down about fear and what Jesus says about that. Alright, sorry, I have some notes I gotta read off of it. But the first verse that I wrote down was 1 Samuel 28:5. It says, "When Saul saw the vast Philistines' army, he began frantic with fear." See, a lot of us, Saul is like a lot of us with things in our life that we can't control, or things that happen and we automatically get so worried. But and it also means that like even like great leaders like Saul or other people like that dealt with fear, and it's okay, it's normal. But that being said, we don't have to live in that fear. We don't have to let it control us and be something that gets out of control. So let's just move on to the next verse that I wrote down, which is Psalms 112:17. They do not fear bad news. Confidently trust the Lord to care for them. You see, God calls us to trust him in the midst of chaos. Trust him in the middle of the storm and worship him. One of the things that really helped me whenever I was struggling with anxiety was just to sit in my room and play worship music, just pray and really be honest and truthful with God about how I was feeling and the things that I needed. And I think that that's really important, because a lot of times we feel like we have to have the perfect prayer, or we have to have the perfect words to say to God, but he wants you to have heartfelt, real prayers. And I think that that's a big lesson that I learned because of the things that I went through. And so he wants us to give him our worries and to cast our cares on him, like the Bible says. To not be fearful or scared, but to cast all your cares and your worries on Jesus. And so doing so, like really realizing this and beginning to pray and just tell God everything that I was feeling, really helped me and helped lift a weight off my shoulders. Alright, anyways, that is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, comment down below what song suggestions you want me to do next. Alright, peace.